brand new show starting on Hobbymaker, Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. until 8 a.m, featuring loads of new things. The Early Bird Special, a special offer only available during the Wake Up to Hobbymaker show. Who the Hobbymaker Are You? A slightly extended interview with our guest designers, Help Me Hobbymaker, encouraging you to email in with all of your crafting queries, and a sneak peek, the final 20 minutes of the show, letting you know what's coming up later on in the day. So don't forget to join us. Set your alarms 6 a.m. until 8 a.m. on Hobbymaker. I think I'll get 5 more Zs in.
Funny you should say that. Wake up with Hobbymaker. We are live. It is just after 6 o'clock on Friday. Looking forward to the weekend. I hope you're well and I hope you've slept. Great to have your company this morning. I'm Dave and the lovely Corinne is here. I feel like a midget sat in this chair.
It's quite a big chair, isn't it?
Isn't it? Yeah, absolutely.
It sits upright.
It was this time last week we were here.
It was, I know. It's a bit deja vu. Last Friday morning we were here, just the two of us.
Absolutely.
I know.
Now, I've been told, on good authority from Kat, our producer this morning, that at some point, if you like to recline on the chaise lounge, gorgeous Dan will come in and waft you and feed you
that's
grapes.
perfect. That's absolutely perfect. Yeah, I could do with that this morning. Thank you.
Because you haven't had breakfast.
I haven't had breakfast yet. No.
We'll sort you out.
Thank you.
Now, the purpose of Hobbymaker, Wake Up with Hobbymaker, is obviously to show you good things and great things that you can purchase, but also to get to know you, for you to get to know us. So I don't know, the feeling I got last week when we did this was that a lot of people are choosing to watch us over other channels because it's just a bit of a chill out time.
Exactly.
It's a chit chat. It's not kind of confrontational, hard news, all that sort of stuff. It's just basically you and I at home having a bit of a chin wag with some of our guests, finding out more about Corinne, finding out more about me, and us finding out more about you. So if you want to get involved, we have people actually who walk their dogs, watching us on their phones at the same time. Hello, Steve. Good morning. What do you do first thing in the morning when you're watching Hobbymaker? Are you having your breakfast? Are you sat in bed watching us? Are you up already, coming back from a night shift? Anything like that? Maybe you're at Glastonbury, being very, very hip and trendy and watching Hobbymaker at Glastonbury.
That'd be good, wouldn't it?
Get that a trend. Get it spread around the campsite.
Trending at Glastonbury.
Have you ever been to Glastonbury?
I haven't. No.
No, me neither.
There's a lot of people there this year, and I'm like, this looks like it could be good fun.
Yeah. I think the show side of it appeals to me and seeing all the acts, but
it's not the camping bit,
the camping thing, and the toilets.
Yeah.
No.
What is it? 200,000 people there.
Is it really?
Yeah.
200,000.
200,000.
That's insane.
I know.
I mean, I like watching it on the telly and stuff like that because, you know, you're in the comfort of your own home. But yeah, if maybe you are there watching us accidentally or on purpose on your phone, get in touch. The ways to get in touch, you can either email us, studio@hobbymaker.co.uk. There's the email address. We'd love to hear from you that way. And that's also the same address if you want to send in your makes, because remember, tomorrow at 5 o'clock, I will be announcing the winner of the £100 credit. And it's basically a random thing. It's not, oh, we think your card is the best or anything like that. It's not like that. It's not a competition like that. It's just basically send in your makes, anything you've made. If you've knitted it, crocheted it, die cut it, threaded it, if you're into your jewellery, stamped it, whatever.
Yeah.
Send in your makes, send a picture and we can show it on air. Even if we don't show it on air, you'll still be in the draw. And you could win yourself a £100 credit, and we'll announce that tomorrow at 5 o'clock. What would you buy with £100 on Hobbymaker?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, it'd be lots of nice things.
Would you buy one big thing or lots of little things?
Lots of little things. I think I might have a go at sandtangling.
Good work.
Yeah.
I've just bought a book actually for my mum.
Yeah.
Frames and Forms Volume 2. She's absolutely hooked on it.
Yeah, I could get quite a lot for that, couldn't I?
Yeah, you could.
I only say that because I've got all of my Crafter's Companion stuff already. Of course.
Yeah.
I mean,
you could put it towards your new Gemini, which
yes.
we're going to talk about in a second. But just on the sandtangling theme, and also, of course, Crafter's Companion, Hunky Dory, Creative Expressions, Be Creative, all of our brands. If you're brand new to Hobbymaker, and we get more and more brand new customers every single day, all of our brands are on our website right now. We make it easy. Rather than searching for a single thing, if you've got a brand you want to look up, maybe it's Brother, whether it's Be Creative, whether it's Burt and Gertz, whatever, we've got them all listed there. Tap on brands when you go to our website and they all pop up. Select one brand that you love and everything in that brand will be there that's available to buy. So we make it easy shopping at hobbymaker.co.uk. And also, just a quick word that if you are brand new to us, and you're thinking, well, I want to buy something, I want to order something, I love Crafter's Companion, but I don't know how to do it. If you aren't a customer at the moment, the operator, the call centre guys and ladies will be there for you. It's a free phone number as well, which you may or may not know, 0800 001 4433. It's free phone. Other places will charge you money to call, we don't. It's also a call centre in this building in the UK. It's not a far-flung part of the country or part of the world. So you can call anytime and say, look, I'm a brand new customer, I want to buy the Junior, I want to buy some stamps from Crafter's Companion. They will set you up an account free of charge straight away.
Yeah.
And I'll do it now. It's 24/7, the call centre. And then when you've got your account number, you're off and running. You can order online, you can order on the website, on the phones, whenever you choose. And you can also message as well. There's actually, when you go to the website and you click on Watch Now, there's a little bar that comes up, which you'll see on the right-hand side. It says Contact the Studio, and you can send a message like that. We're saying good morning. We're sending a message to ourselves at the moment. Good morning. Just tap a message in there. That goes through to Kat in the gallery, and then if it's okay to put on air, we will, of course, put it on air, put it on the screen, and you can ask questions. You can just say hi, and it comes up at the bottom of the screen just like this. There we are. Look, it comes up like this. Good morning from Liam in Worcestershire. That's our Liam. So that's a kind of a faux message. Oh, we've got some messages already. Oh, good.
Oh, that's good.
Susan, you're up early. What does Susan say? I can't read it on the small screen. She says, I'm up to make sure all my kids get off to work and college on time. I love Hobby Maker. Susan,
nice.
we love you. That's Susan in Greater Manchester. And Mary in Lancashire. Wow, we're getting loads of messages. Morning, love it at this time of the morning because taking dogs and then sit down with a brew and watch. Brilliant. You've already taken the dog.
That's impressive.
That's impressive.
But in this heat, I can understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was nice, wasn't it? Waking up, getting out of the hotel this morning, and it was light.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
It won't be long before it's dark.
Oh, don't go there.
But this is my favourite time of day. I find it's more chilled. Everyone's more
Lovely.
kind of...
Yeah, fresh and chilled.
I'm not sure about fresh, but chilled, yeah. We do love a chit chat, so get in touch. Tell us what you're up to. What's your favourite craft? What have you made recently? If you've got some makes you want to show us, what are your plans for the weekend? I think when does Glastonbury start? Is it tonight or tomorrow?
Today is it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, isn't it? I think.
So, yeah. Be on TV tonight.
Yeah.
I think watching it from home is my favourite thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now what are we on about today then? Well, we've got lots to look forward to. This is a sneak peek, actually, of what's coming up later on. Debbie Robinson, your colleague.
Yeah,
Lovely Debbie. She's going to be here at 1, 3 and 5 this afternoon with some brilliant Crafter's Companion items, including the Gemini. Oh, I've forgotten. I've not introduced the team. We've got to say hello to the team. We always do this at the start of every day and the start of every show. In our gallery, we have Adam on Knobs and Buttons. Morning, Adam. Hello. On a swivel chair. Lovely Kat is producing this morning, so if you send us a message, Kat is the one that will see it and she'll put it through. We've got Michael on camera too. Morning, Michael. Hello. Now, everybody, gorgeous Dan is in the house. Come and say hi, Dan. Here he is. He's in the shadows, but he's here. And he's the guy that puts all the bits out for us and makes us look good. Well,
yeah.
Hopefully. Now, Corinne, we're going to talk about the Gemini Gemini Junior in a minute. The deal we've got on this machine is absolutely brilliant, and it's still available. This is the great thing. And Gemini Junior, this is the little brother to the big machine, but it's not little, is it? Really?
No, so this is the second of the Gemini machines that Crafter's Companion brought out. So obviously, as you said, the first one we brought out was the full size,
big one.
the big one, the A4. So this one is our second machine. So when we say it's like half the size, the cutting plates are 6 by 9 inches, so it's bigger than A5. So you've got much bigger. Now Gemini Junior, just because it's a smaller machine, you're still going to get exactly the same pressure as you would get in your full-size machine.
That's quite incredible, really.
It really is. Now, the original Gemini were launched about 6 years ago, and then this one followed shortly after. And when they came out, the machine just took the market by storm because of the pressure in the machine. And there's nothing has come close or surpassed it since. It still is a market leader in the pressure. Now, you've got a combination of plates on here. And as you know, I've only been with Crafter's Companion since February.
Yep.
And I've just managed to get my hand around, round how the plates go. It's really, really simple. If you are at all concerned, you will have a handbook, but we'll go through the different plate combinations today. Gemini, it's called Gemini for a reason. It's because not only does it cut, but it also embosses.
So it's a double action machine.
It's a double action machine, so you can go through with your regular 2D embossing folders, you can go through with your 3D embossing folders, and you can also emboss your stencils. But what I love about the Junior is, and I've really sort of only got my head around this concept in the last month or so, is that even as the crafts evolve and develop, so when this machine came out, there was only 2D embossing.
Yeah.
There wasn't a 3D embossing, but they have developed, Crafters Companion have developed 3D embossing folders and made sure that the machines can take them, that you can get the plates to go through,
Sure.
you know, the combination to work. So we haven't said, oh, we brought out a 3D embossing folder, so you better buy a new machine. No. We've made sure that it works.
What I love is the Gemini machine range is like the flagship
Yeah.
of Crafters Companion. If ever you get a chance to go to Crafters Companion HQ up in Darlington, they've actually got the machines in the reception. It's like, this is our star.
Yeah.
I mean, there are thousands and thousands and thousands of products that Crafters Companion develop, but I'd say, without a shadow of a doubt, it's the machines that are
Yes.
the forefront leader in what they do. Now, let me explain something to you, because the deal on this that we got is nothing short of remarkable. I know an awful lot of people have the A4, the large, and also the Junior, and maybe even the Mini as well, because one machine isn't enough for a lot of you. And I get that, because this is more portable. You know, if you're taking machines from room to room constantly, you want something that's really practical and easy to carry. If you want to put it in your tote bag to take it to a crafting crop or a get-together or a workshop, you can do that as well. But what I've got in my hands is what you will always get with the Gemini Junior. This is standard. So for the price that's on the screen, which I think you'll agree is pretty amazing, you will get, this is a mixed media die. So this will cut through not only card, but it will also cut through fabric and craft metal, that sort of thing. You've got this die set as well. Now, you've also got a standard embossing folder. Oh no, this is the 3D, sorry, 3D embossing folder. You get that as well, which is that beautiful pattern there. And then you get your all-important plates. You get your clear cutting plates, you get your magnetic shim, you get your plastic shim, you get your metal cutting plate for cutting fabric and tough stuff and detailed dies, your manual, obviously, and your main cutting plates. Now, that is what you would get anywhere for $139.99. Now, bearing in mind that's in the box already, if you buy it from us at Hobbymaker, you'll get not only what I've just shown you, you'll also get all of this. Now, this you're not paying for. This is absolutely a bonus. We're calling it a goodie bag. It won't come in a bag, but it will be in the box. You've got your wonderful hardboard. Now, you might think to yourself, why do I need hardboard? Because you're going to get this die.
This one here.
Oh, that one
there.
sorry.
There.
Over there. That is the Jigsaw Die. I
Yes.
love this.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. So it's a jigsaw in the shape of a heart.
Yeah.
It's absolutely gorgeous. And that die will cut through your mount board, no problem, in your Gemini Junior.
So think about this. If you've got maybe pictures on your phone, and I think we're all guilty of this, we take pictures probably more than ever before, because we've always got our phones with us, but how often do you print them off? Maybe you've got a very cherished picture that you've taken on your phone of you, your partner, your pet, whatever it is. You can print it off at the supermarket, wherever you get your photos done, and then put it on the mount board and cut it to make a jigsaw. You can send a jigsaw card, just the pieces, to a loved one.
Yep, of course you can.
And they can put it together. How cool
Yes,
is that?
I know. We're going to show you how easy that is. And then also, you're pointing to the rosette. You've also got your Rosette Die as well, which is perfect. So we'll show you how easy that is to put together. And you're also going to get another 3D embossing folder. So we're going to give you this gorgeous swirls embossing folder. And as it says down there, look, 3D. But that's absolutely no problem for the Gemini Junior, and we'll show you how that works too.
You get some beautiful red Centura pearl, which is
cherry.
absolutely stunning,
Gorgeous.
that cherry colour. You get a bag to put your plates in, so that keeps everything in one place, which is really cool. You never normally get that. And you also get your die cleaning brush. Now, the benefit of this is, we've all been there, you've got a really intricate die, you put it through the machine, and you're there for 10 minutes with a pokey tool trying to poke all the little bits out. This, you put what you've die cut down in the die, on this mat, and run the brush over the top of it. All those little bits will just miraculously pop out.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
What a great deal. Now that is valued, all of that extra is valued at over 50 quid, okay? That's what you'd be paying if you bought the mount board, bought the brush, bought the embossing folder, the bag, the Centura pill and the Jigsaw Die, over £50. You're not being charged a penny for that right now. So you're going to get that as a bonus for £139.99. Now, we've also got it on split pay. Now, what's split pay? That is our flexible payment scheme, basically, interest-free. And you can have that if you've never shopped with us before. It's just something as a company we do. So if you'd like to order this today, if you want to start your day off on the right foot by getting a brand new machine on its way to you, you can dial the number, which is free phone, as I mentioned before, with the in-house call centre, 0800 001 4433. It's a family-run call centre in this building in the UK, and it's free to call it. So if you've ever got any queries, if you've ever got any questions, or you just want to speak to someone to make an order rather than doing it online, if you're not really computerized, you're not into that, that's fine. 0800 001 4433. They will get you an account if you've never shopped with us. Just tell them that you want this and they'll set an account up for you straight away free of charge. If you want to do it on the internet, and if you're happy doing that, there's two camps. Some people love online, some people prefer phone. If you want to do it on the internet, just go to hobbymaker.co.uk. All we need from you to have an account if you're a brand new customer is an email address, and then you make up a password. That's all you have to do. Add it to your basket and then choose whether you want split pay or whether you want to pay in full. That's absolutely fine. There you go, look, £139.99, 4 split payments. Choose that as an option. Yes, please, thank you very much. And then you just pay that first payment today plus your P&P. Oh, that's one other thing that I keep forgetting to mention. I keep forgetting to mention, I mention it every day. It's £3.95 postage for the day, not for an item,
I
but
love
for the
this.
day.
This is probably my favourite bit about the Hobby Maker.
Yeah.
So if you put this in your basket now, and check it out. It doesn't matter. You can come back for all the rest of the shows later and just keep adding bits in and you won't get charged anymore. I think it's brilliant.
Yesterday we had a couple of instances. We had Andy and I had a sales show at 3 o'clock. Bradford loves bargains.
Yeah.
And there were tons of things in there that even we didn't know was going to be featured in that. So you wouldn't have known either. So, you know, if you bought something in the morning show and then came back a bit later on, you'll find that on your statement, at the end of the day, you only get charged £3.95. We had an incredibly busy hunky-dory show yesterday because we actually got the construction glue back in for the first time in months. And that came in as a complete surprise. Scott, our MD, brought it in. So if you ordered that and you'd ordered something before, you know, you're not paying any more postage than £3.95. No. There's always surprises around the corner at Hobby Maker that even we don't know.
I know.
Coming.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
It is great.
Yeah.
And Christmas is on the way as well. We've got a Crafter's Companion sale, Christmas sale starting Sunday, I think.
Okay.
One show Saturday, a few shows Sunday. Yeah, it's going to be absolutely crazy busy over the weekend. So you never know what's around the corner.
You don't.
Oh, Teresa. Just got a message about Christmas from Teresa in Newport. Hello, Teresa. Morning. Morning all. Love Hobby Maker. 6 months today is Christmas Eve. Wow. And I'm looking forward to your Christmas launches. Well, we didn't know that. 6 months today is Christmas Eve.
If you think it through logically, today's the 24th, so yes.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're going to love our Christmas shows. And we made a point actually yesterday that talking about Crafter's Companion and Christmas, what they released last year is going to be in the Christmas sale this year.
Right.
So you're going to get reductions on Christmas. But Christmas it doesn't change fashion.
No.
You know, it's not in one year out the other. So what year you buy your Christmas dies in doesn't really make any difference. So if you can bag a bargain for Christmas 2022, that's what we're going to be doing from Saturday onwards here at Hobby Maker. So that's something to look forward to. Are you involved in those shows?
I've got some Christmas shows here in July. I've not got a Christmas show here in June. I've got Christmas shows here in July, I think.
So, yeah, lots of Christmas celebrations and planning going on in your house, in our studios as well, starting this weekend. So it's going to be a very busy weekend. Message from Sandra. Morning, Sandra. She says, morning all. Love the show. Thank you. We love you too. And Stephen. Stephen in Hampshire. I live in Hampshire too, Stephen. Morning, getting ready to walk the dogs and watch you guys on the move. Yeah, Steve is a bit of an institution here at Hobby Maker. He goes out, walks the dogs, has us on his phone.
Does he?
When he walks his dogs.
Lovely.
Yeah, it's the way to do it.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Why not? Okay, now if you want this Gemini Junior, please do give us a call or order it on the website right now. I know you probably didn't wake up this morning thinking I'm going to spend 140 quid before I walk out the front door. You've only got to spend $34.99. The first split payment of how many split payments, is it?
Four.
Four split payments of $34.99. And the way that works is it's interest-free. You pay the first payment today on a debit or credit card. You don't have to remember to pay it in 4 weeks. That's good because I'm useless at remembering to do anything. It comes off your card automatically in 4 weeks, 8 weeks, and then the final payment in 12 weeks' time. It just means that you can get what you want now and you can spread the cost interest-free and paid off in, 3 months' time rather than, paying the whole hit now. And
what a Christmas gift to get to someone put aside for ready for Christmas.
I'll tell you what, I'm the world's worst for... My other half is the organiser in the relationship and knows all the birthday dates, knows everything, gets Christmas bought and paid for by September.
Brilliant.
I don't even think about it until like November, December. But yeah, maybe you're like that and you're planning ahead, you're budgeting, maybe with what's going on in the world at the moment.
Yeah,
you're thinking,
you've got to.
I want to buy now, spread the cost, make it easier on myself. This is a great way to do it. And to be honest, treat this as a gift because it is.
Yeah.
You're getting it, you're not paying for it. 50 quid's worth of extras. We've only put out the extras here. What you normally get with the Gemini, you'll still get all of those goodies there, some multimedia dies, plates, a 3D embossing folder, all that comes as standard. But all of this that we've got stood up on the stands here is a Billy bonus, worth £50. Now, Michelle, morning Michelle, in Greater London. Hello, is it the same plates from the Gemini to go into the Gemporia die cutting machine? No, different plates for that, I'm afraid. Yeah, these are specifically for the Gemini, aren't they? These plates, definitely. And what will happen is if you've got a big Gemini...
These plates, I don't know where you're going, these plates will go into the Gemini A4 machine. So yeah, and I do that all the time because it takes 11 seconds then and you've done it. So these will pass through your regular Gemini in 11 seconds.
Unfortunately, we still don't have stock of the plain cutting plates that were available separately. We're going to get those in soon. But if you buy this today... You will, if you've already got a big Gemini, buy this and have it alongside. Maybe sit it on the top of your big Gemini because you'll use both. You really will. When you're just doing a small die or just got a small job to do, why wait 18 seconds with the big Gemini when you can put it through here in half that time? And the small plates will go in the big Gemini as well, sideways. That's what a lot of demonstrators use as well. Now, in the 3 o'clock show, some of the plates for the Gemini will be available, not the cutting plates, unfortunately. When they come in, we'll have a situation like we did with the glue yesterday.
Yeah.
It will be meltdown.
It will.
The phones will melt down, the website will get... Yeah. But we'll get those soon, hopefully. But they will be in with your Gemini Junior, and you can use them in the big Gemini as well, if you'd like to. It's lovely that you're getting in touch with us this morning. Keep those messages coming in. It's free to message in, whether you do it on the website, whether you send us an email, it doesn't matter. Either way, we will get it. But the website is where you basically can actually tap a message on the front page of the website. Or when you click Watch Now, that will come up as a little message bar. Contact the studio. It comes straight through to Kat. That will come straight through to us. And even the call centre, if you say hi and phone them, they can put a message through to us, of course, as well. But get involved. Get involved. Say hello. We're interactive. We're the soft start to the day, I think.
We certainly are. They certainly are. There's nothing soft about this machine, is there? Absolutely. It's hardcore.
Absolutely hardcore. We're going to see it in action very, very soon. But if you've never looked at our website, if you've got internet access, just have a little look at www.hobbymaker.co.uk. You can see what's coming up today. You can see what's coming up tomorrow and later in the weekend, of course, as well. And also, you can look back at days. So if you missed a show yesterday, if you want to see that show with myself and Andy yesterday where we had all sorts of fantastic bargains, I think some of them may have sold out. A lot of them did sell out. But you can watch back any show at any time. This is a show that I did yesterday with Andy. There we are. Look, I'm afraid those trays have gone. They're not going to be seen again. But yeah, you can watch back any show. I think it's up to 2 weeks back. Yeah, up to 2 weeks back.
Right.
And all the products that are available will be below.
Yep.
And some will be sold out, of course, because the show was popular when it was live. But some things are still there, and you can catch up easily, anytime, anywhere. And I only realised that, it's funny actually, a friend of mine messaged me to say, this show that you wanted to see is on YouTube.
Yeah.
Watch it now. So I was there on my phone, kind of trying to watch this show, and I thought, hang on a minute, I've got an internet television.
Oh, do you only just discovered you can put YouTube on?
Well, I don't think about it. I've never really thought. And I thought, I can watch this on my big TV. And sure enough, I got YouTube on my television, I used my remote control, and I was watching this concert that was on YouTube on my telly. And I thought, why haven't I realised this?
I know. Do you know when I realised I could put YouTube on the TV? When we got the dog and we were leaving her in the house for the first time.
Oh,
and I put I put the YouTube dog-friendly channels on.
I didn't know there was such a thing.
Yeah, apparently they play calming dog music.
Really?
Yeah.
They don't play cats running around or anything?
No. I mean, yesterday we left her, because we went for a walk, but it was just too hot to take her. It wasn't fair. So we got up at like silly o'clock yesterday morning and did her walk really early. But then I just left the radio on. But in previous times, we put YouTube on, and so she just thinks there's somebody in the house.
Oh, that is brilliant. That is brilliant. My cat shows no interest now in the television. Since we moved, and we live in the countryside now, I've got a lake at the bottom of the garden, which is like an angling lake. But because of that, there's lots of wildlife and ducks and birds and insects and all sorts of things that she's never really seen before. So her television is the patio doors.
Is she a house cat, or does she go out?
No, she goes out.
No.
And I've never seen her move so quick. She gets more exercise now than she's ever had. She just runs after these flies and insects. And it's hilarious to watch. And she's losing weight left, right and centre.
Oh, good.
It's good, yeah, absolutely. Now, always do get in touch. If you've got pictures you want to send in of anything, things that you've made for Share Your Makes. Tomorrow, remember, we're giving away £100. So that will be a £100 credit on someone's account tomorrow, just because someone sent in their make. Whether it's a Sanntangle, whether it's a die-cut card, whether it's a poncho that you've made, or whatever it is. You know, just send it in. If you're proud of it, we'd love to see it, and we can show some pictures during the day, and we'll give a £100 credit to one of you. 5 o'clock tomorrow, I'll be announcing the winner of the £100 credit for June. We'll do it again in July and August. A lot of people, Corinne, are actually just getting into the habit now of making something, taking a picture of it, and just forwarding it on.
That's perfect. Do it while you make, as you do making them.
Yeah.
Don't save it up and think, because you know what it's like. Oh, I'll send that in tomorrow.
You forget.
Tomorrow never comes, does it?
Just make it part of your crafting routine.
Yeah.
Make it, photograph it,
Send it.
Send it in. You might win yourself a £100 credit at Hobby Maker, which would be absolutely
It doesn't cost anything, and everybody stands as good a chance as everybody else.
Totally.
Yeah.
Right, now I've got to let you know we are now limited on this bundle. A lot of you starting your day. A lot of you are starting your day buying the Gemini Junior. I know this is Craig's favourite machine.
And do you know what? It's fastly becoming mine.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why is that? Just
the convenience, the size, the portability. It doesn't take up as much room on your desk as a large machine. It's so quick, but you've not lost any of the power. You've got the same power. And you've got the same plates. It's not like, oh, this will just cut, but if I want to emboss, I've got to get the bigger machine out.
Yeah.
Everything that you can do in the bigger machine. We can do our deep dish dies on here. We can do our mixed media on here. Everything will still go through this machine.
And Crafters Companion have done some research on this. They reckon that around about 90% of dies that are purchased will fit in this machine. Think about that. I mean, if you go and have a little look at your die collection, if you've got folders with magnetic sheets and you've got all your dies stored on those, or you put them up on the wall or something, measure them. This mouth is 6 inches across, isn't it? Most dies, not all, but most dies, flat dies, will go through this machine. So it makes sense. For a start, it's less money than the big one. It's portable, takes up less space, delivers exactly like Corinne was saying, the same pressure as the big machine. And today, you're going to get that £50 bundle. Do you know what? I know it's only a small thing, but one of the best things that you're going to get with this machine is that die brush and the mat.
Yeah.
That is going to save you so much time. If you normally are there with a pokey tool, poking all the little bits of card out of intricate dies, that is going to be your new saving grace. It really will be. But don't forget, my favourite product there in that bundle that you're getting, that goodie bag you're getting free, is the Jigsaw Die. I don't know if many of you know that over the years I've been on Shopping Telly. I had a jewellery collection that I designed years ago now, and I'm glad to say it was very popular. But one of the pieces that I thought was, wouldn't it be lovely if couples had a couple of pieces of jigsaw, or a jigsaw piece each, and we did it in gold, white gold, yellow gold, and they linked together. And if you bought 6, I think it was, it made a circle. I thought when members of the family could each have a piece. So mum and dad could have a piece, son and daughter could have a piece, gran and grandma could have a piece. Get them all together, it makes the family circle. That's what I came up with. So jigsaws are very close to my heart. So to have a jigsaw die that will cut the hardboard that you get with it as well. You could put a photograph on that hardboard and then cut that and send the pieces to a loved one. It could be a new baby. Maybe you've got relatives abroad and you want to send a picture of the new baby or the new puppy or the new kitten or whatever it might be. Take a picture, put it on the hardboard, cut it out with the jigsaw die, send the pieces, let them put it together to reveal. That'd be fab, wouldn't it? No one will know that you got that as a freebie in a goodie bag because you bought the Gemini Junior, but that is in there, the Jigsaw Die, and there's no reason that that's in there because every day of the week the Jigsaw Dies sell incredibly quickly and are very, very popular. To have that in a freebie is just an opportunity that's too good to miss, and split payments as well makes it even more appealing. $34.99 today is all you pay us right now. If you don't want split pay, you don't have to have it, but it is there as an option. And if you put it in your basket, make sure you do check out because it's not yours until you do. We've all been guilty of putting things in our baskets and then thinking, oh, I'll do it later, and then forgetting about it. But if you don't check out, you won't get it. Simple as that. And we didn't have the Gemini Junior for quite some time, so it's only recently come back into stock. And Corinne's going to prove as well that this packs a punch. It may be a smaller machine, but it's got a 6 6-inch mouth, a 6-inch mouth, and the same pressure as the larger size Gemini as well. And if you've got the large one and you want to have the slightly smaller Junior as well, you might think, well, why do I need two? Well, a lot of you do need two, or maybe even more than that, machines in your life. This one takes up much less space. We have also got the storage caddy available as well, which will fit the big Gemini and the Gemini Junior, and that's genius. That's storage caddy.
It is. You can see mine at the side. I wasn't sure how to put it on here so that you could actually see it. I'm just going to turn it round. I just have to move my plate. There we go. So this is your caddy. I don't know how. Oh, there we go. Let me show you there. Now this, I've lift it up. Can you see? It's got a panel at the side just there. There we go, with little holes in. And those fit the feet of your machine, whether, like you say, whether it's your Junior or your full-size machine. So all I do is I put that in there. Now that's not coming anywhere. And it goes on either side of your machine.
Yeah,
so it'll fit on either side.
If you're a righty or a lefty, doesn't matter.
And I've got in here, so just the sort of things I've got in there. Your plates fit in just there, just perfectly in there. Then I've got like my die brush in there, or I've actually got my mini plates in there. I've got, let me turn it around, I've got foam pads at the side. Oh, let me turn it around. I've got all my scissors, I've got my glue sticks, all the things I'm like to have. It's even got a tape dispenser on the side
really
on
cool.
here,
Yeah.
so I can have my tape ready to go. I've got my tape runners on here. It's up to you, your bone folder. It's up to you what you put. Oh, I've got some glue pens, my sparkle pens, all the sorts of things that I'm going to be using day in, day out. But I want to be able to put next to my machine so that I don't lose them. Because, you know, if I put them down on my table, a card goes on top or paper goes on top,
Yeah.
and I've lost them and they're gone. But if I've got it there, when I finish, I put it back in and I know where everything is.
Now, Kat, my producer this morning, is being a rebel. She's
Okay.
actually showing you the details of the storage caddy that shouldn't be available until 3 o'clock this afternoon, but we're giving it to you now if you want it. If you've already got the machine, I mean, is it one every 10 minutes gets sold?
It's something mad like that, 9 or 10 minutes.
Around the
yes.
world.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you've got the Gemini, and I've seen so many pictures of craft rooms, get your pictures of craft rooms in. If you're proud of your craft room, if it's organised to within an inch of its life, get your pictures in of an organised craft room. Kat, my producer, wants to see a messy craft room, but maybe I've seen so many Geminis in craft room pictures over the months and over the years. Get the caddy for it for $29.99. Everything that you need will be at your fingertips then. Oh, Corinne, I've left my tea over there.
Would you like me to pass you a cup of tea?
Would you mind?
I can pass you.
I can't.
I would not like to
Thank
deprive you of your tea at
I
this
can't
time
do,
in the morning.
I can't do breakfast TV without my tea. Thank you.
There you go.
Okay.
Right.
Should we see it in action?
I think we should. Now, the most important thing I want to say to you is you are going to get your manual with, oh, there it is, there you go, you can see that. You're going to get your manual with your machine. So when you've got your manual, when you look in here, it will talk about sandwiching the plates. That just means your combination of plates. It's nothing to worry about. So it tells you how to cut your thin metal dies, your very intricate dies. So imagine cutting something like this. You know, that is really intricate. You know, we can talk about that. We can talk about your deep dish dies. So we're going to be talking about things like this. Crafter's Companion multimedia dies are brown. Did you notice if it's a regular die, they're silver? If it's a multimedia, it's that sort of bronzy brown.
Yeah.
Just so that you know, so that you don't get it wrong.
Actually, that die you just picked up, that really intricate one,
Yeah.
that's where that brush that comes with the Junior comes into it.
Yes.
So can you imagine standing there, poking out all those little bits of
Yeah.
card, use the brush,
Yeah.
all those little bristles go into all those little holes,
Exactly.
and everything pops out.
So we can show you how to emboss with a die, how to emboss with a 2D folder, how to emboss with a 3D folder. But what we've also not even mentioned is, you know how I was saying, when this machine came out, there was only 2D embossing folders.
Yeah.
Now there are 3D embossing folders. And there are also something called cut and emboss embossing folders as well. So these are really, really handy to have. Now, what I would recommend everybody does is something like this, and this just sits in my bag. So I've written down, if I'm doing a 3D embossing folder, that's my plate combination. A regular embossing folder, a cut and emboss, and a deep dish die. I have that, and that's in my craft bag. But I could just keep it in my little storage caddy. If I didn't travel like I did, I'd have that in my storage caddy. But because I travel, I keep it in my bag.
To be honest with you,
hand.
Yeah, you'll use this machine so regularly, it will become second nature. It really, really will.
So when this machine came out, we only had 2D embossing folders. We now have 3D and cut and emboss embossing folders. But they have developed the new folders so that they will work with the machines. The other thing that I don't believe was out when this machine came out was our double-sided dies.
No.
Now, we also have double-sided dies. So if I can show you this is a double-sided die. So you know normally you've got the detail on that side. If I was to turn it over, it'd be flat. No, this has got another die on there. So you need different plate combinations. Yeah. This is the only thing I would say, if you're thinking about double-sided dies, maybe pop in some double-sided plates.
Right.
These are your double-sided plates.
Now, we have those available separately as well. They will be in the 3 o'clock show too, but I think you'll find them on the website if you want to have a little look.
Yeah.
And that's something that's just going to be more and more popular. The
oh, yes,
dies,
always is. Yeah, absolutely. And again, I have got my little storage caddy here, which you're going to get free with your machine, and your plates just fit absolutely perfectly into there and zip up. Maybe you're even going to put your little manual in there as well.
Patsy in the West Midlands has
hello,
messaged
Patsy.
in. You know, when we decided to do this breakfast show, people were saying to me, who's going to be up at 6 o'clock in the morning?
Do you know, they actually said that to me when I checked into the hotel last night. She went, "You're at Gems." I went, "Well, actually, I'm on Hobbymaker." She said, "Yeah." She said, "This, I could tell when you went with the booking." I said, "Oh, yeah, I'll be leaving the hotel at 4:45 in the morning." She said, "Who watches?" I said, "You'll be surprised.
Oh, yeah.
We will be busy."
We're early birds, us crafters. Patsy says, morning, Dave, Corinne, and all at Hobbymaker.
Morning.
Can you use the fabric dies on the Gemini Junior? Have a great day, Patsy.
I have got some here, and I'm going to be doing it in a few minutes.
Yes.
I'm also going to be going through some of these, because these are on the show. We've got our multimedia die, the Decorative Daisy, and you get the faux leather with it, or we've also got the decorative flower with the cork, the fabric back cork, and you've got both of those on the show today. So we'll cut some of those in a minute.
So Patsy, yes, you can use your multimedia dies
was a
for
simple
fabric,
answer, wasn't
also
it?
for hardboard, also for like tin. Crafters tin, crafters metal, drinks cans as well, but be careful with it, so they can be quite sharp. But yes, you can use it on all sorts. So your multimedia dies will go through the Gemini, your standard dies will go through your Gemini. The only one that won't go through the Gemini are the cartridge dies, the Biggs dies, basically. They can't, but everything else will go through no problem.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's just do some die. Let's just start with some basic die cutting. So I've got some of my smaller dies here. These are just some of my smaller dies. And I've got a piece of cardstock just here that I've cut. So just some regular craft card. Let's not put it all through. Now, my one tip to you would be only put through the cardstock that you actually want to die cut.
Okay.
The pressure in this machine is so powerful that if you keep putting, if I put the whole piece through to cut it and I put it through 3, 4, 5 times, I'm going to really squash the fibres in that card. Putting it through once, it'll be fine.
Yep.
But when you go again and again and again, you might start getting marks and squashing it. So what I've done, clear cutting plate. Dies down on here. Now, I talk about them being clear cutting plates, and I have got some nice, and let me show you, when they come out of the box, that is what they look like.
Right.
Absolutely pristine. But once you've used them, because you're going to use these hundreds and hundreds of times, this is what they start to look like. You can see they've gone a little bit misty. It's not going to impact the pressure or anything like that, but that's what you want to see. And I thought, well, no, I am going to use my used plates so that people can see that they will carry on working.
What I love about Crafters Companion is it's not a faceless company. What I mean by that is, you know the people that run it. You know Sarah Davis.
Yes.
You may know Simon, her husband. I've known them both for years. You've seen them grow the business. you know, Sarah's dad was instrumental in manufacturing. He's an engineer in manufacturing these machines and the fantastic Ultimate Pro. So if you've been with us for a while and you've been with Sarah for a while, you've seen the business grow and you've seen her on different channels, different programs, different channels, and it's great to follow the way the business is going.
Exactly.
Really.
Oh yeah, totally. So let's see if this. So it's on my clear cutting plate. I'm then going to put my plastic shim on, my magnetic shim on, and I'm going to put a second cutting plate on. Now you might say, well, it's a lot of plates, but this is so that the machine can be adaptable to, you know, for all your different different needs.
Yep.
So I can pop this out. Yeah, you probably wouldn't have yours stretching quite as far across your table as I've got. How quick and quiet was that? And then I can poke these out. Now, as you said, we can take this and then we can just run. What you would do is you'd get your sponge mat as well that goes with it. Put that down, just run that across there, run it across, and then that will just poke out. Now, let me just grab, I need my pokey tool. There, I thought I'd put a pokey tool in there and I can't see one. So we can then just find that and then we can find one of the release ones. There we are. If you've got any left in, just poke them out like that and perfectly cut through my craft card. And the same with my dragonfly, which has also come out of the die. So I can just run that across there. There we go. Last couple out of there. And I've also cut my dragonfly. So I've cut both of those in one pass. Aren't they absolutely gorgeous?
So that brush is your new best friend,
yes,
basically.
It really is.
Fiona in County Durham, is it your start of the day or the end of the day for you? She says, morning, Dave and Corinne, not long finished night shift. Get to stay up until 8. Nice one. I made my first card the other day using my new Gemini Junior. Brilliant. Show us the card that you made. Send it in. Send a picture. It could win you £100 in Share Your Makes, and we'll give that credit away tomorrow at 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
She won £100 showing us the picture of her first make with her Gemini Junior. That means her Gemini Junior has only cost her £40.
That's true. That is true. Yeah. It's a £100 credit that you get. One of you who's basically sent in something that you've made on email, studio@hobbymaker.co.uk. It could be you, Fiona, that gets that £100 credit tomorrow. But it's your first make with your new Gemini Junior. How excited was that? Fantastic.
Right, now, one thing Crafters Companion are known for are their edger dies.
Yes.
I used Crafters Companion dies when I first got into die cutting. I don't know how many years ago, a lot of years ago. And yeah, they've changed, they've evolved. So let's just see, we've got an edger die. Now that edger die is quite small, so you think, well, actually I could put that through my Mini. Yes, you could, but then it would restrict the size of the cardstock that you can put it in. When you're doing an edger die, you're wanting it to go along the edge of a larger piece of card. So if I grab that, I then just snip along there because this piece of card is longer than my die. I take that out now. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous? How quick was that?
And that was in about 9 seconds.
Yeah. Perfect, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, so we've done our regular dies and we've got our edger dies. Both of those have gone through without any problem whatsoever. So let's have a look. What else have we got? I want to see if I can find. I brought so many bits and pieces in here. I want to just make sure I've got everything. I was thinking of doing it in a logical order. So let's go. I have got an embossing folder here. Now this is a cut and emboss embossing folder. Now when you get this, it will tell you will work out quite easily how to do the plate. So what you can see is we've got our emboss here and the negative of the emboss, but we've also got a die embedded into the folder.
I was going to say, if ever you buy a cut and emboss folder, please don't try to take the white bit out.
No.
I thought that was paper, so I was trying to pick it out when I got my first one. That's actually a sponge. It's like a foam that literally pops and helps to pop the die cut out. So, yeah, leave it in there.
So I'm going to do my 2 plates. I'm going to do my magnetic shim. Feels quite a lot, does that? Now, if this is the wrong plate combination, it'll just spit it back out. But can you see? It's slowed down because it needs to slow down because it's working quite hard. So then we can grab that out. That's going to really come out. Oh, no. It said it's a little bit too much, so we can just reverse it back in. So we haven't even talked about that. We've got a reverse function.
Yep.
So I think this one is a bit stronger. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take out my magnetic shim. Let's put that in. Now, officially, for cut and emboss, now I think this must be a cut and 3D emboss. So let's just see where that goes.
But I love the fact the machine knows if you've got the plate formulation wrong, it doesn't damage the machine. It just
No.
either stops or sends it back to you.
Do you know, normally when we want to make the machine fail, we never can we? Can you see? You know what it's like. Right, now I've actually lifted that a little bit high. So look at this, there we go, there is the piece. So look at this piece there. So there we have, it has, look at the detail, can you see how brilliantly that has embossed?
That's cool.
And it's cut and it's scored so that the gate opens out. It should have done that. I actually had my cardstock a little bit too high. But there you go. It's embossed, it's cut, it's scored, it's done everything that you wanted it to.
I mean, the machine basically is a workhorse, and if you've just tuned in now, just turn the TV on, maybe your alarm went off at 6:30, the deal we've got for you this morning on Wake Up with Hobbymaker is amazing. It is going to be available later in the day as well, but we thought we'd give you a fighting chance to get it now. We've got less than 30 of these machines to go round, which in the scheme of things, when you bear in mind how many hundreds of thousands of machines have been sold, that's not very many. $34.99 is your first split payment. If you want to spread the cost into 4 split payments, you can do that. But that is your bonus. You're going to get a £50 goodie bag full of the Jigsaw Die. You've got the hardboard to work with the Jigsaw Die to make your jigsaws. You've got that fantastic Rosette Die. You've got the die cutting or the die cleaning brush with the mat. You've got the Centura Pearl. You've even got the case to put your plates in. Plus everything around the machine on the top right there. That's what you normally get with the machine. The power cable, the plates, a couple of dies to get you started. That's always there with the machine anyway, but it's the rest of it around the outside that you're getting as a bonus worth in excess of £50. You're not paying a penny for that, and when this offer ends, if you haven't bought it, you're going to be gutted that you missed out on a £50. And you know, sometimes when you get freebies for something, it's pretty obvious that they are things that weren't popular, things that were in the sale, clearance, whatever. No. These are some of the best-selling items. That die cleaning brush is a bestseller. The Jigsaw Die and the hardboard, bestsellers. These are really great. The storage bag, lots of you buy that separately for like 15 odd pounds. It's in there today as a bonus, as a welcome to Hobbymaker, basically. Although we've been on the air for about 107, 108 days now, about a third of a year, there's still loads of you that are brand new. We're still getting dozens and dozens of brand new customers every single day. So if you are brand new, what a great way to start. Maybe like Fiona, this is your first purchase. She's just bought her new Gemini Junior. She's just made her first card with it the other day. That sense of achievement when you do that. And it's not just Gemini dies that will go through here. Any other thin metal die from any manufacturer, Hunky Dory, whoever it may be, they can go through there without any trouble at all. It's not just for Gemini dies. QD 2049. Now you might think, what's that QD 2049? That's the product code. We use letters and numbers at Hobbymaker. I know other places it's just numbers. It's letters and numbers here. Ask the operator for that, or put that into your order on the computer online, and it'll be on its way to you. But if you are brand new, what I would do personally, this is just me speaking, I would call the free phone number. I'd talk to our call centre, 0800 001 4433. Just say to them that you're a brand new customer and you'd like to buy QD 2049, and they will set the account up for you and arrange the payment of $34.99 or the full payment of $139.99. Easy. And then you've got an account number. You can order online and on the website going forward and on the phones. But if you want to do that on the website without talking to anyone, all we need is your email address and then make up a password. That's all we need. And if you're a brand new customer, you are sorted. Now, we have got more stamps and more dies coming up on the show as well. Now, all of it is on pre-order. Now, that's something that you may not be aware of. If you go to our website and click Watch It Now or Watch Live, then the pre-order is there for you as an option. You can click on that, and that's things that are coming up that we've not shown you yet, okay? So all the dies, all the stamps that are coming up in today's shows with Debbie later on, with Corinne now, it's all there for you, and you can actually order any of those things before we even get to it, so you can get in first. And they may not be at their final low price, but another thing is everybody always pays the final low price. So if something comes on the air at, say, $49.99, and then suddenly 5-10 minutes in, it drops to $29.99, and you bought it at $49.99, you haven't. You will pay only $29.99 because everything gets collated at midnight. So when you purchase something at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, if it went down in price when you bought it at a higher price, at midnight you'll be charged that lower price. And only one P&P of £3.95. That's how we roll here.
Perfect. Sounds,
all right, isn't it?
sounds a good deal to me. So yeah, if you think to yourself, oh, that's a bargain at one price and you get it at lower, that's even better.
Yeah, happy days.
So shall we have a look at some mixed media dies? So mixed media dies are a bit thicker than your regular dies. So these are absolutely brilliant. So these would be things like your mount board. These are things like your fabric dies. Maybe you're going to be cutting through metal. However, now this is called Decorative Daisy Panel. So this is, if you can see the picture on the front, it's a die that's going to cut into your fabric.
Okay.
So if you want to do, you know, a pattern, so that's like a little pinafore dress that somebody's cut out and they've cut a gorgeous panel into the bottom. So this is the faux leather that you get on there. So what I've done now is I have taken out my magnetic shim because that is what you need to do for your deep dish dies, and you know you always do. So I can just see a piece of fabric still in there. So I'm going to put this on here, but because I'm cutting through. Now, if this was cutting through cardstock, I wouldn't need to bother with this, but because I'm going through, it's a mixed media die, and I'm also going to go through material. I put my metal shim in. Now you get that in the bundle, so it's not something that you've got to go and pick up.
And because it's metal against metal, you get a nice clean cut.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then I'm still going to put my plastic shim in. I'm still going to put my second cutting plate out. So all I have removed is my magnetic shim. And then I can run that through my machine. Now you might be thinking, oh gosh, this is a small machine to be cutting fabric. But you can, no problem whatsoever. It's got the same power as you would get in your larger die cutting machine. Now, we sometimes say for mixed media dies, you might have to cut once or twice. Don't worry about the marks on your metal plate. It's absolutely fine. Pull that out.
Look at that.
And how about that? Absolutely. And now all of these pieces are in here. Maybe you're going to use those as decoration.
Yeah.
Or maybe you're going to cut this again in a different contrasting material and then put those pieces back into there. But imagine that, if I put that over the top of another piece of fabric, how beautiful that looks.
And that could be the top of a bag for decoration.
Yes.
It could be fabric that you're going to be turning into something to wear.
Yeah.
I mean, you can use it in all sorts of ways.
Absolutely beautiful. So that is how I would cut my mixed media dies. So there we go, I'm getting everything stuck together. So let's have a look at that. So move that out of the way. So I think the other thing that we should do is I've talked to you about these double-sided dies. Now, where's the double-sided die?
I've only seen these double-sided dies a couple of times. They are ingenious. So you actually will cut front and back at exactly the same time. But you do need the special double-sided plates for your machine. They're coming up at 3 o'clock, but we have them in the show now. You can order them now if you want to. And there'll only be more of the double-sided dies to come in the future. So if you haven't got any at the moment, but you like the idea of maybe going for the one that Corinne's going to show you, there will be more coming in the range in the weeks and months to come.
Okay, so these are really easy. I've lost the one that I had in my hand before. I've lost, so I don't know where that's gone. Right, so I'm going to take my regular plate. I'm then going to put one of my double-sided die cutting plates onto there. I'm then going to put my first cardstock down, so just like we would normally. And then I'm going to put my die on there. So remember, it cuts on both sides. And then I'm going to put my second piece of cardstock on and my second double-sided plate. And then I'm going to take my second cutting plate. So basically, I've removed... Oh, there was the one I was going to... I'm going to do that one. That's the one I wanted to do. I couldn't see. Right, I'm going to swap that one out. Put that one in, because I like that one. So take that one and put that into there. Let's see how this goes. And that's going to cut straight through there. So I've removed my plastic shim and my magnetic sheet as well. This is right on the edge of the table for me, but this is just so that you can still see what we're doing. And then we can cut, I can see that. Now look at that. So this has then cut, it's cut into this one, so I can have it onto there if I wanted to.
Yep.
But it's also cut, look at this, perfectly. Oh, look, as I lift that up, again, all of those pieces, I could get my die brush on that, couldn't I? What you would do is you would put it onto there, and then you look at that. Look at, this is how you use your die brush.
That
put
brush
it onto,
makes it so easy.
Yeah, put it onto the sponge, so it's got something to resist against. That goes on there, Then we poke this one. So the thing about these multi-layer dies is these double-sided, some of them, it's so that you can then layer them up. So you need to cut all 4 ideally, but can you see that that one now layers perfectly on top of there? Okay. I've then also got this piece that's going to go in the middle. So it will just keep layering up, and that will build up absolutely perfectly. But I've cut both of those with one die, and then if I did the other die, the other one, that would add me some extra layers as well.
And those double-sided plates, remember, are available. They're on pre-order at the moment on our website, but it means that as more and more double-sided dies come out, you've got the right plates for the job. And you can use these plates, remember, in the big Gemini as well. You can put them sideways, actually, and that will actually reduce the cutting time by half compared to if you use the A4 plates in the large Gemini. So they kind of all work together really, really cleverly. And if you've just woken up, it's coming up to 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm Dave Bradford. Corinne is my guest. It's Wake Up with Hobby Maker. We do this every single weekday, Monday through Friday between 6 and 8. And of course, we're back on live again after Sewing Street and after Jewelry Maker at 1 o'clock through until 6 every afternoon. And that's 7 days a week, okay? So we're hoping to get more and more shows and be on for longer. And that's what the plan is going forward. At the moment, weekdays, 6 till 8, 1 till 6. And then weekends, it's 1 till 6 every Saturday and Sunday. Now, if you've just checked out on yours, congratulations. Welcome to the Gemini Club, of which there are many hundreds of thousands around the world. This is the Gemini Junior, which we didn't have available for quite a long period of time. We only had the large machine. Now we've got the smaller Gemini Junior with the 6-inch mouth. And Crafters Companion tell us, 90% of the dies that you own will be able to go through here. There'll be some larger ones that won't, but on the whole, 90% of the smaller dies will go through this, which saves you time, saves you space, and will work in conjunction with other machines that you own as well. So if you've got the large Gemini, don't think, oh, I don't need the Junior, yeah, I've got the large one. Well, that's true to a degree, but a lot of people like to have the option and the versatility of having the smaller and the larger machines. This one will save you time and space. The larger machine obviously will do the bigger dies, but is slightly more money as well. Today, if you buy this, it is a £50 goodie bag that's coming with it, and there's no reason for doing it, only that we get on so well with Crafters Companion. You know, they are kind of partners with us in many, many ways, that they wanted to make the initial offers of the machines really spectacular. So they gave us a £50 value in that goodie bag. Now, if you were paying for what you're getting, that makes the machine only $89.99, which for an electronic cutting machine is nuts. It's a great, great price, great, great deal. And of course, we have it on split pay as well, which gives you the option of interest-free over 4 payments.
Right, I think we should, I've got so many bits and pieces here, we should have a go with some of the bits that you are going to get in your bundle that you'll get. So let me just open these up. Because
so this is a Rosette die.
So these are the Rosette dies. So you've got the large piece and the circular, and we've also got a 3D embossing folder. So let's have a go with the 3D embossing folder first. So let's, oh, it's on a piece of card. Now, as soon as you grab hold of a 3D embossing folder, it feels different. It feels much more substantial. Yeah, chunkier. I was trying not to use that word, but there we go. Yeah, you went straight in, Dave. So what we need to do is you need to take this out. And the difference about a 3D embossing folder is if this was a 2D embossing folder, all of this emboss would be the same height. Yeah. It would just be uniform embossed. But when I run my hand over, I've got a lighter emboss, and then if I feel just here, it feels so much more substantial. It's raised even more. So I'm going to put a piece of cardstock into here. Now it says on this that it's 5 by 7. That's the folder size. So I've actually cut my cardstock a little bit smaller because can you see with every embossing folder, it doesn't matter whether it's A5, A4, whatever, you always have a little border around the outside because that's just how embossing folders are made. So what we're going to do is we're going to do our plates. So if we bring our plates in, we're going to take our first plate I'm going to put this one on. Then it's telling me I need my magnetic shim and my plastic cutting plate. So this is one time where you don't follow the normal rules, because the normal rules are, it doesn't matter what order your plates are inside, so long as you have your 2 cutting plates, top and bottom, because they're the bits that it's putting the pressure on. A 3D embossing folder is when you sort of break those rules. Oops, that's twisted a little bit. What we're going to do is, because of the depth of it, we need to just drop that sandwich of plates down a little bit smaller, so that that is still the same thickness as if we were doing die cutting. So we're actually going to have the plastic shim on the top. It'll be absolutely fine, won't do any harm whatsoever, but it's one of the only times when you don't have your cutting plate on the outside.
Also, can I also just mention, you know, when you're buying something like this that's electronic, that maybe you've never used before, maybe you're upgrading from a manual machine to an electronic, you're not quite sure how it's going to work out for you. We give you a 30-day money-back guarantee here at Hobby Maker. 30 days to test drive this.
Yeah.
Do you test drive your car before you buy it? You do?
Yep.
So think of this as like a test drive. Put it through its paces, challenge it, all the dies that you've got, all the embossing folders you've got, 3D, 1D, whatever they may be. If you're not happy with it, you've only paid $34.99 if you want split pay, and you can return it within 30 days and you'll get a refund. But you will be, I'm sure, gobsmacked, amazed, delighted with what this machine can do. You know,
well,
you
look at that. Look at how that has embossed.
That's beautiful,
Isn't that gorgeous? So you've got the shallower emboss and the deeper emboss just there. Absolutely. Oh, see if we can see.
The thing is, you don't sell hundreds of thousands of machines, which is what Crafters Companion have done globally, if it's not a good machine. Because if you buy a machine, it's no good, you tell your friends it's no good, don't bother.
Yeah.
But no one buys them. Hundreds of thousands gone. We have a great deal today. This is an exclusive offer to us at Hobby Maker as well, in the fact that you get that £50 goodie bag, the die that will make jigsaws, the hardboard that you can make your jigsaws out of, the Centura Pearl, the die cleaning brush and mat, the storage bag for your plates. It's all in there.
It's all relevant.
Yeah.
It's all stuff that will actually, you know, enhance it. It's not, you know, we've not given you little bits that you would never use. Now look at this. All I'm doing is going over this with some inks, and I'm just sort of making that pop. I'm just using some of our Spectrum Noir inks, and I've just used the fuchsia, the plum jam and the midnight, so you can just see how brilliantly these just work together.
That embossing folder is coming with the Gemini, and that's one of the best sellers, one of the best selling embossing folders that Gemini have done. So yeah. Now Fiona in County Durham, who said that she just got her first machine, a Gemini Junior, and she's just made her first card. Wow, that's lovely.
Oh
that
wow,
gorgeous.
I love that. Oh, she does iris folding in the middle.
Is it iris folding or is it sand tangling?
I'm not sure.
Oh, it could be paper dynamics. Okay, possibly. Yeah, it could be paper dynamics. Yeah, absolutely. What a great card that is. If I got that as a card, I'd love that. Fiona, thank you ever so much. And that was made on the new Gemini Junior that Fiona's just purchased. And you're in for your share your makes as well. So it could be you that wins the £100 account credit. We're doing that draw, remember, tomorrow at 5 p.m. That will be announced. Whoever is going to win that £100 account credit will be announced at 5 o'clock tomorrow, Saturday afternoon. Now, we've also had some other messages as well. I love the early show because we get more messages. People are, you know, kind of gradually waking up, watching TV, got a bit more time to send in messages. Hi, Dave and Corinne. This is Elspeth in Hinckley in Leicestershire. She says, here are some of this year's birthday cards. You might recognise the flowers. They're from Tonic Precious Pleats collection. Pattern papers from Crafters Companion. The die brush is brilliant when you're using intricate dies. Absolutely, I agree with you. Really lovely. Thank you for sharing those. Aren't they gorgeous?
Yes, absolutely beautiful, aren't they? Absolutely gorgeous.
Thanks, Elspeth. You're in the draw for that £100 credit as well, as with everybody else. Thank you.
Right, so we have put this piece on first, done this piece first, and now we're going to cut our rosettes. So I've got some of my Centura Pearl, and I'm just going to pop this in. So this is just a regular die.
Now you look at that die and you think that's going to make a rosette. How on earth?
It does. It's really clever. So put that on there, and I'm just going to put a piece of tape on to hold it there. Now, regular die, so we're going to go in with our magnetic shim, our plastic shim, and our cutting plate. So just the normal plate combination. So nothing different there. Now, to make the rosette, you need to cut this out 4 times. So if you cut this out 4 times, you'll get the perfect finish. So we can take that out. There we go. It's cut it out absolutely like a dream. And oh, there we go. And then I've got my die. So all I'm going to do now is, can you see, it's cut around the outside and it's scored where it needs to be scored. So I'm just going to pleat that backwards and forwards. And I don't have to worry about it as I'm going because I've got all of the perfect score lines. So we can pop this. Now, Centura Pearl is it's over 300 GSM. So it's a thick cardstock, but don't have to worry about that at all. It's gone through. So I got 1. I'm going to make 4 of these. So let's just, I didn't think you needed to see me cut 4, so I've actually cut some already. Let's put these down here.
Well, you cut 4 times to make a rosette, or?
I've cut it 4 times. I didn't do it in this one time. I've cut 1 at a time, but I need 4 of these little strips to make a really nice size rosette. So just burnish those score lines. There we go. And then, and you also get the little centre as well, and that's going to help you to get it just perfect.
And what will the rosette be for? What will you have won?
Yes.
Best card of the month?
Oh, I mean, yeah, it could be for somebody who's finished all their exams. Is it going to be A-levels? Is it going to be GCSEs? Is it going to be a degree?
Yep.
You know, however you want it to be. So 3.
Also, they make fantastic tags to put, well, not tags, but embellishments to put on presents.
Yeah.
You know, you can actually have someone's name coming down from the bottom of the rosette if you wanted to.
Oh, yeah, that would be lovely, wouldn't it? Oh, I mean, have you got a show, village show, school show, nursery show?
Yep.
Do you want to make some lovely rosettes for best whatever, they're saying best jams, you know, however you want it to be. It would work brilliantly. So, right, I've got 4 of these. Now, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it a mix of my hot glue and also my tape pen just for speed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just link these up.
They're coming up with some suggestions. Tallest sunflower award. Adam, our director, said biggest cucumber award. Yeah, why not? It could be, I don't know, best rose award, best jam award, best quiche award, whatever you want. Make your rosettes and celebrate. Why not?
There we go. So I'm just linking them together. Actually, if I had done them the other way, that would have been a lot easier. So I could have just done one that way like that, and then I can link them just there.
Oh, now the infamous tape pens are still in stock. Just 4 for 3, 2 dotty ones, 2 standard. 4 for the price of 3. They're about £14 and a few pence. You should be paying nearly 20. So they're available too at the moment.
So now I've got a lovely long, let me just concertina those back up. I've got a long strip. So I couldn't make a strip of this long out of a single sheet of card. So that's why we've done it that long. And then all I need to do is just bring that together at the end. So we can then just bring it together. I just love these. I mean, it's so much fun. I mean, you could get most of this, you could get, you know, the grandchildren making. It's entirely up to you. So now I have got them all, I've linked it round into a circle. And then all I need to do is press it down and bring it together. And can you see, just like that? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab, if I'd have cut 2 of those circles out, that would have been brilliant. But I actually only cut 1 I didn't think on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this down. As soon as you push it down, it goes like that.
Now it makes sense.
Yeah. And then all I'm going to do is grab my glue gun. I'm going to pop a nice chunk of glue on there. I'm going to grab this again, pop it down just on there. Make sure, oops, it does try to pop back out. Come on, I need to do this before my glue sets.
No pressure.
There we go. So pop that on there, lift that, and I'm going to pop it over the top of there. Once I've done that, pop it, just hold that for 1 second. Make sure it's nicely evenly spaced. There we go. And then what you do is grab, I always then just fill that little cavity There we go. Fill that with your hot glue. And then I can grab this other little circle that I've cut out so it's nice and neat, and I'm just going to press and hold that. So I'm just giving it seconds. Oh, that's coming through nice and warm. There we go. And look at that. I wanted to show you how robust is that as a rosette.
That's for you, Corinne. Best in show. There you go.
Thank you. You're too kind.
Yay.
Right, so let's just put this together. Now, we always talk about our glues, and I actually did a glue school on Crafters TV on Monday. So if you're ever unsure about what glue, actually that is coated, so I'm going to do it. I'll do it with my tape pen. If you're ever unsure about what glue to use, go and watch one of our glue schools, because they're absolutely fantastic. So basically, I was about to use my all-purpose glue, which is absolutely fantastic, but you don't tend to use it on your coated cardstock.
You know, we should do a glue school here, shouldn't we?
Yes.
We've got all the glues from Crafter's Companion in stock, so if there is any questions that you've got about a certain glue, what to use for what, yeah, we should do that. I'll pop that as a suggestion forward. So
there we go. So we can now, so all I've done is some more of my Centura Pearl. I am upside down again. I've then done some encapsulated glitter card. I've then put my piece that I embossed on there. Let's then just grab some hot glue for my rosette. My rosette is then just going to go up in the top corner. Press that down so that I've got it. I've then got a sentiment, live your dream. Again, some gorgeous, gorgeous sentiments. That's going to fit on a little tag that we made, and that will then fit just coming out of your rosette, just like that. And that's enough that you need for your card. Oh, there we go. You can see that just coming up on there. How perfect is that? Nothing else needed adding. But look at the emboss. Isn't that absolutely beautiful?
The elements that Corinne's used to make that rosette and also that 3D embossing folder are with your Gemini Junior as a freebie. You're going to get that as part of the £50 goodie bag. It's, you know, if you pay £50 for what's included, which you can do any day of the week, it makes the machine only $89.99, which really is exceptional. QD 2049. Lots of you have put it in your basket. We have a limited quantity of this offer available. I'm not going to say that we'll never have the Gemini Junior in stock again. Of course we will, but we won't have this deal after the current stock of this sells out. We might do another deal later on, but it will be different to this one. This one's got the Jigsaw Die included. That's the big thing for me. It's got the hardboard to make your jigsaws out of as well. But you can still make jigsaws just out of ordinary cardstock. You don't have to use the cardboard all the time. Centura Pearl, you've got the bag for the plates, you've got the die cleaning brush and mat. That's all as a bonus. The items at the top right of your screen, the ones that are on the white card, they are what you normally get with the machine anyway for $139.99. The others around it are the extra bonus goodie bag items. QD 2049, and remember, split pay is there for you to spread the cost. In this day and age, that's a good thing. It's $34.99, the first payment of $4 if you want to enjoy split pay. Now, you know when you see something, I mean, I've been doing this job now for a long, long time, and you kind of get a hunch. Sometimes when you walk in and look at something, you think, this is going to go really well. This is going to be really, really popular. And that's the feeling I had when I saw this morning for the first time. When you see what these dies and the stamps can do, what they cut out of your cardstock and the designs that they actually create is nothing short of breathtaking. You can paper piece with them. You can make shaker cards with them. We've got 2 bundles of 3 each, and we've got the big bundle that's got all 6 in. So you can choose which you'd like to do. These dies literally cut out all of these stars, all of these hearts, all of these butterflies. I mean, this is an easel card, as you can see there, which is rather lovely. This is a shaker card. So basically, you've got the smaller butterflies that make the larger image of the larger butterfly. We've got a celebration cake going on here as well. So details coming up for the big bundle are the smaller one first. Okay, so which 3 do you get? Stars, foliage, and the celebration cake. Okay, so these 3 here These three with the stamps as well, because you do get some lovely sentiment stamps. You've got, with the foliage, you've got thankful for you, missing you, and thank you. But look at what this die will cut out. All these leaf elements making a much larger leaf image. Really gorgeous. Instant card, whether it's a shaker card or paper piecing or having a different contrasting colour behind it. So that one. The next one is the star one. I do like this. I love that. Maybe that's going to be for a young fella, because difficult to make cards for guys. We're always being told that. You're a star. Congratulations. Happy birthday. Could be for absolutely any occasion. Again, it could be, you know, congratulations on your exam results or anything like that. Then we've got the cup, the actual tiered cake here. Now, for weddings and anniversaries and things, happy birthday to you. Let's celebrate just for you. So you've got all of these elements that actually that die cuts out. There we go. Look. Now, the price should be $23.97 for three of them. For all three, $23.97. And that's not even the price you're going to be paying. That's ridiculous. These are big dies. And they create the most amazing looking cards. All three should be $23.97. So that makes them, how much is that? $23.97 divided by 3. Is that $7.99? Yeah, $7.99 each. $7.99 each for dies and stamps. But we are not going to let you have them for $23.97. This is crazy. $19.99 is where the price is right now for 3 dies, 3 sets of stamps. That is $6.66 each. These are not tiny dies, they're big dies. Just for a die, or just for stamps for $6.66, that would be good. Michelle, you're in already in Greater London. Hello to you. Kat, what are you doing to me? This isn't the price. We're going even lower. This is going to fly later. If you want to get in now, get it before possibly a sellout later on. SO 2064. Final price, $15.98. That's £5.32 for each of the die and stamp sets. They should be $7.99 each. The $7.99 is crazy, but £5 and a few pence each. These are flying. I'm not at all surprised. Wanda in Buckinghamshire. Buy 2, get 1 free. But look at the cards you make with them. Aren't they absolutely gorgeous? I mean, that's an instant card.
Should we make a card with those next then, do you think?
Yeah.
Show...
Well, shall I show the other 3 as well?
I think we should.
We've got another bundle of 3. So if you want that bundle, that's going to get you the leaf, it's going to get you the star, it's going to get you the 3-tier cake, okay? So that, on the website, I think the picture's incorrect, so ignore that on the website. But if you want these 3, that's the product number you need. Now, butterfly, balloons, and the love heart. These are gorgeous. I really love these. They're so different.
You've been pulled to those ever since they were put up in the studio this morning. You've just kept coming back to those and back to those. They've really hit something with you, haven't they?
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but because they're unusual, and I had no idea of the price. Because first thing in the morning, we've got an hour to get ready. I didn't look at the prices until I went on air. I am amazed. I would have thought they'd have been at least like £10 each, 30 quid.
Yeah, but they're so, like you say, you can create apertures through them. You can make them into stencils.
Yeah.
You can paper piece back in the pieces if you want to. And we've got some down there where you've cut them multiple times. Say you cut them in dark blue and then pale blue, and then you put the dark blue pieces into the pale blue cutout. You know, you use the negative, use the positive. It's entirely up to you.
Just over £5. £5 and what penny? How many pence? 32. $5.32. You're getting 1 for free, remember, if you think about it. You've got your butterfly with the stamps that say, a dream is a wish your heart makes. Follow your dreams and dreams come true. They're the stamps that come with the butterfly, and everyone loves a butterfly. You've got the heart, the balloons that says, let's celebrate, happy birthday and congratulations. And then on the heart, you've got to the happy couple, love you, love is in the air. Now, you can go for that set of 3 for $15.98. You can go for the other set of 3 for $15.98. If you want the whole bundle, we're not going to take it even lower, are we? Are we? All 6 at that deal price should be 31 quid. Unbelievable. 31.96.
If you bought the 2 bundles together,
yeah. 31.96 at that deal price. So ignore the 47.94. You know it's not going to go there. You know it's going to be for, at least £31. But whenever we do a bundle, we always give you more off. Where's this going to go? for all 6. $28.99. Now, we have only a few of these available. This is supposed to be in the later show this afternoon. I don't know if it will be, because we've only got a limited quantity, and half the stock of what we have available is already in baskets. Hello to Mandy in Hertfordshire, Susan in Wrexham. We've got more of you wanting this than we actually have stock, so I hope you get it. Good luck. $28.99 for all 6 dies, all 6 sets of stamps. I think, I mean, if I graduate, you know, when I came in the studio today, I gravitated towards these dies. I just thought, oh, these are lovely. If I think that, and you're making cards to sell, people are going to be gravitated towards you. I mean, they're lovely, lovely designs, aren't they?
They certainly are. Aren't they absolutely gorgeous?
$4.83 per die and stamp set if you buy them as a set of 6. That's ridiculous.
Right, should we have a quick demo on these? Because I think we need to go a little bit quick, because I don't think these are going to last very long at all.
There's one left of the big bundle.
So, yeah, you might not get them as a big bundle. You might have to go for them as smaller bundles. So I'm going to be nice and quick with this. So I have just got a regular piece of cardstock at 6.5, just under 6.5 inches by just under 4.5 inches. And then I've just inked this with 3 of my ink pads. So I've used my Midnight again, you saw me use that a minute ago, my Pale Fig, you can see that there, and my Crushed Velvet. That looks absolutely gorgeous. And then what you want to do is we're going to get some water. Now you can spritz it straight on, but I find it's much better if I'm going to spritz it into my hand and get myself a little puddle of water, and then I'm going to pop some water onto here. Can you see? If I was spritz, oops, if I spritz the right way, I get different.
Don't spritz yourself.
Yeah, I get smaller. I get different types dots. So then, because these are water reactive, can you see how it now has lifted off some of the ink to create this lovely design? So you know you can be doing this. So I just need to give that a quick blast. Let me just blast that. I don't like to put wet card through a die, because it just, it'll clog up the die and it's not as good. So let's just dry that off. I've only put a tiny bit of water on, so it's really not going to take many seconds.
Just to let everyone know, the big bundle of that set of 6 is sold out. Congratulations if you got one of those, but we can still offer them to you as sets of 3. You only pay 1 P&P of $3.95. Great price for a set of 3. So you can buy both sets of 3 if you wanted to, and that will be just short of £32. Still a brilliant deal for the dies and stamps.
Okay, so I have got my piece of cardstock now with my ink, which I've then sort of taken some off, and then I'm going to get this die. Now, what you'll see about these dies is where you have a solid blade, it's going to cut out. Round the edge, you can see, round the edge of this star, there is no blade.
No.
So this means it's going to cut into your cardstock. You have to have a blade to cut.
Yeah.
And if there's no blade there, obviously it can't cut. So I'm going to pop that on there. To me, that feels to be the right way, because I like that nice, personally, I like that nice big die just.
And that could be the top of a box lid. You could put acetate behind it, colour the acetate. You could paper piece with it.
Now, this will go so easily through my Gemini Junior. So, plate combination. Regular plate, cutting plate, magnetic shim, my clear plastic shim, and my second cutting plate. We can put that on. And the great thing is, totally hands-free. So while that's doing that, I'm clearing up my mess, and I'm going to tidy up.
If you cut that 4 times, you can make like a little cube and put a little tea light in it.
Oh, that'd be lovely, wouldn't it? How gorgeous that would be. Now, what you can see here is this has now cut out of there. So you can see all of those have cut out. Now I've got some of the little bits still in here, and some of them are on my mat. I'm going to keep those really carefully. I'm just going to put those to one side. I don't want to lose those. I'm not going to use the smaller ones just because life's a bit too short to do that. But I've got this one here. Now, I'm just going to show you. I'm just going to jump. This is exactly the same. Can you see? It's exactly the same. But all I've done is I've started to put tape round. I expected today to be busy. Perhaps didn't expect it to be quite that busy, but I'm glad I did a little bit of prep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this tape off, and I'm going to pop that onto a piece of acetate. So what we're going to do is we're going to combine a couple of the cards that you saw earlier, and we're going to make one nice card out of this.
Have you got a favourite shape out of all 6?
I love this one. I also love I don't know, because I could say, I love the butterfly. The balloon's really nice.
Balloon's
but do you
cool.
know what? I think just because it's so different, I love that leaf. Because I've never, yes, I've seen dies with butterflies and hearts and cakes. We've all seen those. But to actually get one with the leaf
The leaf is
as
quite
well,
unusual,
I think,
isn't it? Quite different.
So there's part of me, I just, for the sake that it's so different, the leaf really does appeal to me. So what I've got now is, I've got my piece of, can you see my acetate on there, which I've already started to put some tape on.
Can I just check, Kat, do we have them available individually? We'll have a look maybe individuals at 3 o'clock, but at the moment only available in sets of 3.
Yeah.
But you know what? At that price, brilliant.
Okay, so what you can see I've done here is I've put my acetate on. So now look, when I tap there, you can see they're backed on there. Now, when you put that on, because that's going onto the back of there, I didn't need to worry at all about sealing it or anything. But what I have done is I've put some foam tape on here. And what you just have to make sure is that there are no gaps, because that's where all our little shaker elements are going to go. So just while that's going, let's do this. And I'm going to do this for speed again. Where's my tape pen gone? The one, there we go. Right, so I've got a regular card blank, and then I'm going to then put on some black card, because black card really does give you that lovely wow factor. And we can pop
Just to
that
let you
on
know,
here.
the leaf, the star and the cake, that has now sold out. Congratulations one and all if you got that set of 3. The other bundle sold out too.
I hope Debbie's not watching this before she gets here later. So yeah, I think that we're going to have to make some calls to Kelly and see if she can get us some more stock, because I think we've just sold out the 3 o'clock stock as well.
So phone calls are going to be made. I'm really sorry if you missed out on that. Do tune in later this afternoon. We'll see if we can get more stock of it for you. But at the moment, those sets of 3, you had the same reaction to it that I did. You loved it straight away. So hope you got it.
Right, so I'm just going to put a piece of ribbon over there, and I'm just going to, I should have done that, let's just do it that way, and then we can trim that neatly to the edge of the card. I'm not going to fold it over because it's going to interfere with my shaker element if I do. So let's just trim that.
Do love a shaker card.
Yes, to there. So we've just got a lovely little bow, ribbon at the side. So now I've got my card base ready, and I've also got my shaker element ready. So what have we got? So I've just brought a few different bits. I brought some really chunky glitter. I love this.
Just thinking, you could actually put the stars that the die cut out in the shaker.
Yeah, I should have. Yeah, I could put some of those in as well. Now, if you're going to do that, one thing you need to be aware of is make sure you put them
the right side up.
Right side up. So let's just put a couple of these in, because I've got a few spares, so I can pop these in. I'm just turning them round so that the decorative side is up to the top, because if you don't, once they're in, they can't turn over, can they? So we can just pop some of these spares inside there, just like that. And then, now this is the tricky bit. Now, if I'd have thought on, what I'd have done is I'd have put another piece of acetate on the back to seal it, but I didn't plan that very well, and I didn't bring another piece of acetate with me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that on there. I'll tell you how I can do this. Let me just take a little bit of my tacky glue. Now, the reason we do this is because my tacky glue will then give me wriggle room. And I tell you what else I need to do. I'm going to get a couple of foam pads, and I'm going to pop a couple of foam pads here. Now, that looks a bit shallower because I've prepped that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 foam pads high so that I've got the same height as behind the other piece. So if I put 2 pieces there, that's giving me the same height, and it's just going to give me a little bit of extra support. So that's going to go there. And then what we're going to do is get my card, make sure I've got my card the right, have I got that right that way? And then we can put that on there. I'm going to turn that over. That wasn't a bad guess, but because I put glue on, I can wriggle it. And now, can you, I don't know how much you can see. Can you see? You can see that shaking under there.
That is so cool.
It certainly
Stephen,
is.
on his phone, walking the dogs, says, I'll have to wait till 3 p.m. now. Hope you have more stock. We should know by 1 if we can get more stock. I'm pretty sure that we can, from what I can,
We're hoping so.
Yeah,
We're hoping so. Right, so you also have some sentiments. So on this one, you've got, you're a star, congratulations and happy birthday. So we've covered so many situations for you, you know, and we can pop that onto there. And then I've kept back a couple of these. I'm going to do this with speed. If I can see my 3D glue, just for speed, I'm going to pop a couple of my stars behind there with a little bit of glue, and then we can pop there. I've already put my gems on just for a bit, again, for a little bit of speed. We can
Sorry,
pop
we're
these.
teasing you because it's sold out, but we'll try and get more stock for the 3 o'clock show this afternoon. But yeah, that for now, those dies and those stamps have gone. What's on the screen now is the Gemini Junior details, which if you've just switched on, we've still got this deal, which is amazing, where you get a £50 goodie bag absolutely free of charge for $139.99. If you pay for the goodie bag, it makes the machine just $89.99. So it's a cracking deal. Look at that for a finished
There we
card.
go.
Tune in this afternoon to see if we can get more
that.
stock of this with Debbie and Sherilyn today. She's here between 1 and 6 this afternoon. That is stunning.
But if you didn't have your junior, you wouldn't be making it anyway, would you?
No, you wouldn't. Right, now, what else can we bring you? I'll tell you what, as it's just coming up to 7:30, lots of you maybe haven't been with us from 6 a.m. because we're here every weekday between 6 and 8, as well as 1 and 6 in the afternoon as well. And then, of course, Jewellery Maker takes over and Sewing Street take over between 8 and 1. Let me introduce you to the crew. We've got Adam on the desk today and Kat in the studio as well. There he is. And there she is. Kat's producing today. She gets all your messages and gives them to me. We've got Michael on camera too. Gorgeous Adam, he's at the back there somewhere, setting out everything and laying everything out for us. And of course, lovely Corinne is with me as well, previewing some of the Crafters Companion shows coming up later on today. Now, we've got 3 smaller bundles and 1 big bundle of these stamps. So, sets of 2 or a set of 6, and you get a free fantastic ink pad, okay? So you get 6 stamp sets and a bonus ink pad. Will the colour of the ink pad be at random?
I don't know how it's... yeah, we'll have to have a look.
We'll have to have a look. It'll be an ink pad. It'll be one of these. It will be the alcohol-proof.
Yes, it'll be the alcohol-proof. We have four colours, so I'm not sure which ones it would be that you would get.
Okay, now if we look at the 2 at the top to start off with, that's available as a duo, or you can buy them as a set of 6. So the 2 at the top just here, let me lift these up so you can see them. There we are. You've got Impossible to Forget and A Friend Like You. So this is basically a verse that can go on the front of your card or on the inside of your card.
Absolutely. So they can be the focal point or they can be just like an accessory or a hint.
Now, good friends are hard to find, harder to leave, and impossible to forget. That's what one says.
They're all friendship-based.
Yes.
They're lovely.
Next
really
one says, friend, one who listens, doesn't judge, and somehow makes everything right.
That's nice.
That's really cool, isn't it? Yeah.
Really
so those 2 together, is that the price?
No.
That would be less than £3 each. And we're going to go under £5 for these 2 stamps. If you've already bought something and checked out, you've paid your postage, this is $4.99 delivered now. GL 2067. The last offer we had sold out incredibly quickly. This offer, I'm sure, is going to go the same way. They stamp beautifully. Think about maybe if you're heat embossing with that as well. Love the fonts on these too.
Yes, they're really beautiful. And that's the great thing is they're all different, aren't they? There's no, it's not just rinse and repeat the same style.
No.
They're laid out differently, different fonts, different styles. Absolutely gorgeous.
Okay, so that's the top 2 for less than a £5. So, wow, these prices are crazy this morning, aren't they? Now, the middle 2, you look at those and I'll read them for you. There's nothing better than a friend unless it is a friend with chocolate.
Perfect. Yeah.
And the other one says, friendship, it's not about who you've known the longest, it's about who walked into your life, said, I'm here for you, and proved it. Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah.
Very profound. I like that.
You know that one
lot.
with chocolate, they should have put and wine in brackets, shouldn't they?
Yeah, in my case. Absolutely. So there we go. We're going to match that price. We're going to do that price for you. $4.99 for the 2, $2.50 each. Amazing. And they're big stamps. They really are. Now, you won't get the bonus ink pad with the 2s, but you will if you go for the 6, which we'll come on to in a second. The final set of 2, I knew that was going to happen. Final set of 2, because of you, I laugh a little harder. Because of you, I laugh a little harder, cry a little less, and smile a lot more.
That's nice.
And friend is a good friend. A good friend is like a 4-leaf clover, hard to find and lucky to have.
Perfect.
Love them. So those 2 together again, we'll match that price. We'll do it again, won't we? $4.99 for the 2. But you know what? These are probably verses that you've not got in your collection. You've been looking for a long time. We've all got the best wishes. We've all got,
Yeah, happy birthdays, congratulations. We've got them all, haven't we?
But when you've got that special person that you want to make a card for, someone that's gone over and above to help you out over the last few years or maybe throughout your life, I don't know. $4.99 just says what you want to say. My mum, ever since I was a kid, has always said the same. It's not, when in the days when we used to go and buy cards in the shops, it wasn't what the card looked like that was the important thing. It's what the card said. It was the words in it. And still to this day, when I get my mum a card or my dad a card and she opens it, the words have got to be just right. I think these are just gorgeous, gorgeous sentiments. Now, there should be, what have we got on the screen at the moment? Is that the set of 6? That's the set of 6. So you're looking at $17.94 for all 6 stamps, and you get a bonus ink pad. They're normally a £5, aren't they? And is that the price? That is not the final price. What's going on this morning? Under £15, under £14, $13.99. Hop on the phone, put it in your basket now. Unbelievable that you get all 6 stamps, and they're big stamps, and you get the ink pad. That ink pad is worth $4.99, isn't it? Aren't they normally $4.99?
$5.99.
$5.99, okay. You get the lot for $13.99. Hello, Wendy in Greater London. Hello, June in West Yorkshire. Michelle, Stephen in Hampshire's in. Hello, Stephen, you're busy this morning. Lisa in Warwickshire. Wanda in Buckinghamshire. Leslie in Essex. All those stamps with all those wonderful friendship quotes and friendship verses, plus a bonus alcohol-proof ink pad for that price of $13.99. Take off $5.99 of what the pad's worth, you're looking at about £8 for 6 stamps. And they're big, they're good sizes. More and more of you putting it in your basket. It's just after 7:30. If you've just turned the television on, your alarm's just gone off, you just brewed the kettle and turned the kettle on, and you're sitting down thinking, we've only got 25 minutes left.
Should we demo with this one before it sells out? I was going to do the jigsaw that came with the machine, but I've just changed it because I think this is
great. Which one are you going to do?
Good friends are hard to find, harder to leave, and impossible to forget.
Okay, love it.
Right, this is going to be so quick because stamping is such an easy way to create amazing cards. And look at this, it's lovely. I love that you've got what I'd call the script with the typeface as well. It's a really nice combination. So all I've got here is an oval cut out of white card. I've just cut it out of our multi-purpose card, or it used to be called stamping card, whichever one you've got. You don't need anything fancy. We do our lovely Nina card. We're not going to do anything, we're not going to ink or anything like that, so we're just going to use our regular card. So this is a nice new stamp, so I'm going to pop that on here. Now, when you get a new stamp, there's some, they've got a little bit of residue on them from the manufacturing process. It's a fact of life. It happens. Now, some people, and I know our lovely Jan, she will go over the stamp with just like a clear ink pad just first. Okay. I have a lint roller. Just to let everyone know, half the stock of the big bundle has gone, where you get that bonus ink pad with 6 stamp sets, $13.99. Crazy. We like to do this first thing in the morning. I don't know what we're going to leave Debbie for later on. No, nor do I. That was a standard lint roller. I just bought it from a website. Yeah, and I picked purple colours because it was purple. So don't think it's Crafter's Companion one, but it was purple. So all that's done is that's now picked up any residue off there. Yeah. So then I can come in with my black ink pad, and I probably will do a couple of stamps, and that is why I've chosen to use my stamping platform rather than my rocker blocks. I am being brave and I am using my rocker blocks now, but I know you've got the stamping platform on the show as well. So I put that on and then I just press down, and the great thing is I can see where it's stamped, and I can actually see I didn't have enough ink behind to find, so I can see. Lift that up. it's not, that's printed pretty well,
That's
actually.
pretty good.
So
That
what I
is
can do
pretty
is
good.
I can go back in and I can do another one. Don't drag or curl, just tap. You're going to get the best coverage if you just tap, tap, tap like that. There we go. And then we can pop that over the top. Because it's back in the same holes back there, I can then line that back up, and I know that that is going to be a perfect fit.
Now the stamping
go.
platform's on the screen.
How about that?
Perfect.
There you
$19.99
go.
for perfect stamping every single time. And that's the big one. That's the 8x8, isn't it? Yeah.
I love a stamping platform. It's what I tend to use most of the time when I am creating my project. So, you know, it'd be absolutely perfect. So what I have got here is I've got a card base that I've just cut that oval out of. So this is, when we cut that, this has just come out of my card base just there. So what I've got now is I'm going to use my, collard glue. So this is the, it's our all-purpose glue, and it's absolutely brilliant for this. So I can put a little bit on. What I love about this is it's if you get a little bit that leaks out, it just rubs off your card. It just is brilliant. Now I know normally with you, if you're buying it, you'll get a slightly smaller bottle, but because I'm using it all the time,
What's going on this morning? I'm afraid the big bundle of the stamps are sold out.
Oh
Gone.
wow!
You can still get them in sets of 2.
In
So
the
it's still a
pairs.
cracking deal. But we'll see if we can get that back in stock for later on. When Crafter's Companion open up at 9 a.m, lots of frantic phone calls will be made. Congratulations if you've got the big bundle. It's all about getting in early, getting your basket checked out quickly. You can still get them in sets of 2. What was the price of the set of 2? $4.99 for 2. Still a great deal.
You know, when I joined Crafter's Companion, Debbie was so supportive. If I carry on doing shows like this, I don't think she will be anymore. She'll be going, because she's going to be sitting there now, or getting ready to travel down here today, and thinking, oh, all my demos are out the window. I'm sorry, Debbie. I apologise a little bit.
Hopefully we can get more stock.
Yes, I'm sure when Kelly gets into the office, she will be able to get us some more stock. Now, I could have done with a smaller bottle for this, just to get that round there, but I think I've got it all the way around there. And then I can pop that. So this, again, the next size up of my stitched ovals. Now, can you see I've got a little bit of glue leaked out? The great thing is with this collard glue, if I just rub, it just rubs off. It just literally rubs off without taking the cardstock, the covering off your cardstock. It's absolutely brilliant like that. So that's going through there, and then I'm going to take my sentiment and I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back of there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to close the card, I'm going to put that through the aperture and then lift that up and put that onto there. And then all I need to do is just to add in, I'm going to, let's just do this with my
I'm just
paper.
thinking, do you put the sentiment normally on the front of the card or inside the card? Well, you've done kind of both with that one, haven't
Yeah,
you, really?
it's on the inside of the card, but it's actually
Main focus.
made the main focus. So we can put a little bit of my dotty tape pens, lift that up, put that on here. Wow, it's been a busy morning, hasn't it?
It has.
People keep saying, do you actually have people watching at this time?
Yeah,
As you can
it's
see,
the best time of the day.
Yes, we do.
I don't know about you at home. I'm more alert in the morning. When it gets to like 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm kind of, day over.
Yeah, especially if you've been on the morning show too.
Yeah.
I've just put a little bit too much there. I should have done it with my smaller bottle. Let's just put a little bit on there. There we go. And a little bit
We've still got
there.
another deal to come before 8 o'clock. Don't think all the deals are over. No.
Right. Might have put, and then we can pop a little gem. Lovely little black gems. Just popping those onto there. And then pop that one on there. Oops. That glue will dry clear. Absolutely no worries about that. And then how about, let me turn that round so that you can see. And then we've got our gorgeous card.
That's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can I just quickly recap the sets of 2 we've got for you? And remember, it doesn't matter how many times you phone or order online, you never ever pay any more than $3.95 for your P&P for the whole day, from midnight last night to midnight tonight. So don't think, oh, I've ordered something half an hour ago, now I've got to pay for the phone call to order something else and pay for the P&P. Free phone call, free to order on the website, and no more P&P. It's just $3.95. Once you've paid that, no more P&P to pay at all. So the first 2, I think that's what we've got on the screen at the moment, isn't it? Good friends are hard to find, harder to leave, and impossible to forget. That's impossible to forget. And the other one, a friend like you. Friend, one who listens, doesn't judge, and somehow makes everything all right. That's the first 2. For $4.99, they are still available as a duo. The next 2, also available as a duo. This is a friend with chocolate, and I'm here for you. There's nothing better than a friend unless it's a friend with chocolate. That's one. And then the other one, I've got faux chocolate here. I'm not impressed. Friendship, it's not about who you've known the longest. It's about who walked into your life and said, I'm here for you, and proved it. How special is that? Really? I'd fill up if I got given a card like that.
I know it would. You would, wouldn't you?
Yeah, $4.99 for those 2. And then the last 2, you've got here, this one is Lucky to Have You and Laugh a Little Harder. So the first one, Lucky to Have You, says, a friend is a friend. A good friend is like a 4-leaf clover, hard to find and lucky to have. And then Laugh a Little Harder says, because of you, I laugh a little harder, cry a little less, and smile a lot more. Oh, $4.99. And the one about chocolate, you know, not chocolate.
It could
No
be
chocolate in it. It could be. But they knew I was on, so they just kind of disguised it.
Yeah.
Yeah, faux chocolate, there we go. But you can wrap a chocolate bar and put that on the front. How special is that? Won't cost you a lot, but it means a lot. That's the main thing. Right, now, we have another stamp bundle for you. Sassy and classy, like our Corinne. They did this for you, didn't they? Sassy and classy.
It certainly is, me and you.
I'll be the sassy.
Make up your,
I'll be the sassy one. You be the classy
make up your mind which one.
Right, now, we've got the big bundle, which is all of these stamp sets together. 27 elements in total. This is all stamps, isn't it?
Yes,
no dies.
all stamps.
All stamps. Should be $39.96. So you're looking at $9.99 each.
£10 a set, which is absolutely fantastic because there's 6 or 7 stamps in each one. So you've got your main focal and then lots of sentiments and accessories as well.
Okay, now what are the images in here? You've got the most beautiful, glamorous lady reclining on the chair, reading her favourite novel, probably a Jilly Cooper or something like that, maybe. So that's that one. There we go. And you'll have all sorts of fun colouring this in. And you can do speech bubbles with them and have a bit of a laugh if you want to as well. Absolutely. So that's the
those
first
go
one.
so well with the friends stamps. Can you imagine those on the front and then your friend stamps on the inside?
Good idea. Next one, this one here, as you can see, this is thinking of you. She's climbing out the window. Oh no, she sat on the. Oh, she's sitting on the window. I thought she was trying to get out. Sitting there with a four-legged friend. There we go. That's really sweet. There we go. And there are some verses in there which I'll read as well. Now the next one. Sewing Street's on the way. There we go. Look, there she is, loving her sewing. We all know a few people that that will be apt for, definitely. And then last one. On the sauce. There you go. I think they're doing Gogglebox or something, aren't they? By the looks of it. So yeah, sassy and classy, $39.96. Not today. We're going to give you a tenner off that price. So giving you one set for absolutely nothing, it's going to be $29.96. $29.96. Now, as far as the verses go, you've got, as the verses go, you've got Too Glam to Give a Damn. Wake Up and Make Up. Hello, gorgeous. That's another one. You've got to say it like that.
You have, haven't you?
Hello, gorgeous. Next one, with the sitting on the window ledge, we've got True Friends Are Never Apart, Maybe in Distance, Never in Heart. Do What Makes You Happy and Thinking of You. There we go. So that's the verses in that one with the little girl sat on the ledge, not climbing out the window. And then the other one is Dressed to Impress, Short and Sassy, Cute and Classy, The World Is Your Catwalk. So that's the one with the sewing machine. And lastly, these are refreshingly different. I like these. We'll always be friends. You match my level of crazy. Just for You and Partners in Crime. There we go, both of them on the sofa with a little bottle of Prosecco. That price isn't where we end. My crikey, I don't believe these prices this morning. Let's take them down to another new low of £27.99 for all 4 sets. There's 27 stamps in total. And just the verses alone are lovely and quirky and different. But the images, yep, colour them in with your Spectrum wires, whatever you want to do. They'll look great. We all know people that this works for, and we can relate to people, whether it's people that are into their sewing, whether it's people that are into a good night out or good night in, watching the box with a bit of bubbly or something like that, watching the world go by, sat on the window ledge, sassy and classy. That's what you've got. £27.99 for all 4 sets, 27 stamps, and they are available separately or in 2 sets of 2. Okay, so we do have them. Which comes with which? Sewing machine with a looking out the window. That's 1 set of 2. That's 2 in the middle. And then the other 2 with the girls on the sofa and reading the book in the chair. That's another pair, okay? And both of those are £16.99 for the 2. But the best deal is to go for the set of 4. And if you love one, you're going to love all 4 of them, aren't you?
Absolutely. I mean, we know friends have been so important over the last few years, haven't they? Massive. So how, these are just going to sum up friendships, sum up your feelings. It can be mother and daughter. Yep. It could be aunt and niece. It could just be 2 sisters. It could just be best friends. You're going to be able to use these for all sorts of things like that. Totally.
Well, another amazing deal. It pays to wake up with Hobby Maker every Monday to Friday, 6 till 8 in the morning, and then every day, 1 till 6. That's what we do every day here. Now, coming up later on with Debbie, a bit later, these are going to be in the show with Debbie at 1 o'clock, I think, today. Is that right? At 3 o'clock today, these are going to be. Now, waterfall cards. Who doesn't love a waterfall? You can, I believe, pre-order these now, but they are coming up in the 3 o'clock show later on. So you've got all the dies here to actually make the mechanism to make your waterfall. Basically, you pull the tab at the bottom and all the cupcakes tumble.
Plonk down.
Plonk. So this is what's coming up at 3 o'clock later on, and maybe the return of some of the deals that we've had this morning. We'll see if we can get more stock of those. So yeah, waterfall cards are great fun. They're animated, they move. They're always popular if you're trying to sell your cards as well. You can always have different messages on each of the flips.
Yeah, absolutely.
So these are coming up later on, 3 o'clock this afternoon for waterfall cards. You can buy them individually, but I do feel there will be a deal to be had if you go for all 4 of them. So that's 3 o'clock, 1, 3 and 5. They are on pre-order now, so if you love your waterfall cards and you want to get them right now, you've got the dies to cut out the actual waterfall mechanism. If I show you the back, you can see that that is actually the waterfall mechanism that gives you all the score lines and everything else. And then you've, of course, got the elements that you can decorate the waterfall parts with, and also the stamp set in there too. So it's dies and stamps. You pre-order them now, they're on the website. And remember, if the price does fluctuate any time during the day, everyone will pay the final low price. You may find a bit later on, maybe when you check your bank tomorrow or something, if you buy them now on pre-order, they may have gone down in price a bit later. So always worth watching the shows and checking to see where the price goes. But everyone pays the final low price. Now, in the deal with the Gemini Junior, you are going to get that fantastic Jigsaw Die. It's a mixed media die, so it's deeper and thicker than most thin metal dies. So it will cut through your mount board, it will cut through fabric and that sort of thing. You can make anything now into a heart jigsaw, can't you?
You certainly can, you certainly can. Now, you know it's a mixed media die because it is that browny copper colour, so you can see it just there. You can see straight away. Now, look at this. You can see all of those jigsaw pieces, and I love this, and then you've got the heart around the outside. Now, what I've done here is like you said, and you were absolutely, we haven't discussed this, but you're absolutely spot on. I've got so many pictures in my phone. So this was one from me and hubby in December when we were away in Barcelona for our wedding anniversary.
Oh, great.
So took a picture, and all I've done, printed it out. I printed it out twice because I wasn't sure how I was going to do it. Regular cardstock, and I put it onto the mount board. I've just used the mount, and the reason I've stuck it down already, and I stuck it down with my glue, is I needed to make sure that the glue was dry before I cut it.
Okay.
So then I can put, because of the pressure, I'm going to put my die over and I'm going to put some tape on where I'm cutting out. So I'm going to put this on, and all I'm going to do is, just because it's a deep dish die, I've removed my magnetic shim. This feels quite thick. We should see how this goes. See how this goes. If it doesn't like it, it'll stick it back out at me. If it thinks it's too thick, we can see how this goes. Now, as it says on the packet, because it's a deep dish die and it's asking to go through a lot, it might require a second pass. But no, look at that. I always turn it over because then you can see. Can you see all of those cuts? And that is actually really handy because what I want to do, you can see all of the jigsaw pieces starting to come out. There we go. There we go. Look at that. It is a perfect jigsaw. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it back over very carefully, and I've just got some...
Who wouldn't really appreciate getting something like that in the post?
I'm going to put some tape over, and I'm actually... Let me think. Let's take those 3 out. So I'm going to take those, I'm going to put this, and I'm just going to put a piece of masking tape over there, just for speed, just to tape those over there. So I've got 3 pieces out, and there's the rest. Now, all I did, all I did here was I turned my die over and drew round it. Because if you look, the blade is just, is always in slightly from the die cut. So I just then cut round it. So what I can now do is I can, let's go with my tape pen, I can then put this piece onto my gold card, and that will fit with the tiniest little border. Can you see just around there? So I've actually used my die as a template. You can see how I've now got a lovely little border on here. Now you've also got that gorgeous cherry cardstock in there. So I've used that for one of my mats and layers. This is just, I think we've got this on the show as well. This is the luxury cardstock. It's a bundle that I'm pretty certain is on the show, and it's got 3 different golds in there. We've got a few different cardstocks on the show. So go and have a quick look, because this, let's do it as a 10-fold. Let's put that just there. Now, I could have put the red straight onto there, but I'm going to put a white layer on, just because I like to do that, and it just separates my mats and layers, and if we had more time, we could go into it, but it just gives a much better result if you can just break up your colours. So I've got my gold, my white, and then all I've done on here is, just for speed, because I thought we were going to be busy, I didn't realise we were going to be this busy, is I've just added some of my glossy highlights onto there, and I just let those dry. So once we've done that, look how quick this is to put together as a card. I mean, I know I've cut the mats and layers, but they're not complicated mats and layers that have taken ages to cut.
I just think it's such a novel idea to be able to turn any photograph you've got on your phone or any photograph you've got at home that's been printed off into a puzzle. That's what the heart die will allow you to do. Now, as far as I know, that's not available separately, but it will be with your Gemini Junior. It's a best-selling die. Comes with it in a goodie bag, basically worth £50 that you're not paying a penny for. It's a free gift. Now, before we say goodbye, Cheryline will be back at 1 o'clock. Now, Liam gets mentioned more than anyone else on this channel. He works 24/7. He's an absolute whirlwind. He's been able to get more stock of the stamps with the ink pad, okay? The set of 6 stamps with the ink pad, all about friendship. We've got more stock of it. And remember, that price is still plummeting down. They're all pre-order on the website now. BM2076 is the item number. $13.99 gets you 6 of those friendship stamps and the ink pad as well. And there is Corinne's finished card.
So, quickly show you. I've got my thing, a couple of little pieces out there.
You complete
me. What about that as a beautiful anniversary card or Valentine's? How quick and easy that. And that is all made with your free elements.
Absolutely, yeah. Make your jigsaw, send it in pieces, or do what Corinne's done there, and that's really unique. I love that. But just quickly, remember that if you want the friendship stamps, those 6 friendship verses and the free ink pad as well, it's in stock now. It's been restocked. You can get it. Lots of you on the phones for it. $13.99. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon. Enjoy Cheryline this afternoon. Thank you, Corinne.
It's my pleasure.
Have a great day. Stay tuned, though, because Sewing Street's on the way.